I do not understand the reason why some challenges become trending. I mean, obviously there's normal ones like the one where you pour a bunch of ice water on your head for ALS. And the one where you pick up a bunch of trash. But most of them are either pointless or dangerous or both of them combined. Today I've decided to find the 10 dumbest internet challenges ever so far. And I am not going to be putting these in here. I really don't feel like it. They deserve to rot in the inferno. They don't even deserve to be on the list. The boiling water challenge requires you to throw a pot of boiling water into extremely cold air. And the challenge is to try to make the boiling water freeze when it comes in contact with the air. Now, don't get me wrong, it's actually cool when this works. But the thing is, you need to have inhumane temperatures to be able to do this. So, you know, when it's 2 degrees Fahrenheit outside, it's obviously not cold enough to freeze boiling water. So I have no idea why so many people have tried to do this when it's obviously not cold enough outside. And the only reason that this is on the list is because people are still doing it over a decade later. Like, nobody needs to see this anymore. Okay, this is definitely one of the most popular ones on the list. The cinnamon challenge literally has you trying to swallow a spoonful of cinnamon without a drink. You know what happens when you start coughing while trying to swallow an entire spoonful of cinnamon? You inhale it. You inhale it into your lungs. When you inhale cinnamon, your insides become all dried up because of the spice. And I would assume that nobody knew this somehow because way too many people were doing it. Yeah, let me just inhale a spoonful of spice that's not supposed to go down in my body like that. This one's pretty interesting. This challenge started off only slightly alarming. You know, eating bananas and oranges without removing the skin first. It was definitely weird to watch, but, you know, overall, nothing too nefarious was going on. And then they started doing this. Like, hey, how about we not eat candy with the plastic wrapper still on? I would rather not get cancer. That's just one of the side effects of eating plastic, by the way. This one is just so dumb. I do not feel like talking about this, but, you know, I guess I have to. So, for some reason, there was this myth going around that if you ate 2 bananas, not 1, not 3, but 2 bananas, and then chug a bunch of Sprite, your body would reject the combination, and then you would just puke everywhere. I guess this was a challenge to see if anybody could keep it in their body, but, you know, come to find out, bananas don't actually have a chemical reaction to Sprite when you eat it. Everybody was just drinking and eating too fast, which caused you to puke. Of course your body is not gonna like it when you chug Sprite and shove 2 bananas down your throat in like 30 seconds. You're just eating too fast. It's not because of the bananas and the Sprite combination at all. You're just eating too fast. I know this one was pretty harmless. Obviously, heating up to 1000 degrees Fahrenheit would be way too difficult to do with the mini torches that these people were using. So I'm pretty sure they probably just heated it up to only like a couple hundred degrees. Wow. Look how easy this knife cuts through this object. Yeah, of course it cuts easier. That's how heat works. And then they would act so surprised. Like, look how easily this knife cut this.
Jesus Christ! Jesus! Oh my God! Jeez! Oh wow! Look at that! Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Jesus Christ!
And it was just that same it was the same thing over and over again. Like, I still don't know why people watch this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looked interesting the first couple of times that they did it, but it got boring after that because people just copied each other. They kept doing it over and over again. I hated it. This one brings me a bit of PTSD, and that's because I remember sitting in like the cafeteria in like 5th grade. All the girls were like sucking on Gatorade bottles, And I was just thinking to myself, like, what is happening? Why is everybody doing this? All you're doing is swelling it and making blood vessels burst just to have big lips for like 5 minutes. It's completely pointless. Like, congratulations, you just sucked on a bottle for 10 minutes, now your mouth is bleeding. You're gonna have chapped lips for the rest of your life. It was actually kind of entertaining to watch sometimes because of how dumb people look.
Oh my god!
Okay, you probably all know about this already. This is the most recent one on the list. I have no idea how this one is even possible. The entire point of the challenge was to steal school property, specifically items in the bathroom, because, you know, you're not going to go into the teacher's lounge and steal a microwave with 35 witnesses. You're going to go into the bathroom where nobody can see you. Could you imagine, like, just walking into the bathroom? You have to use the toilet, like, really bad. Like, you run into the bathroom, but this kid is in the stall trying to, like, rip the toilet from the floor and then bring it home.
What the fuck is going on, bro? Dude, these fucking kids are ruthless.
A lot of schools were obviously pissed about this. Some of them shut down the bathrooms entirely. I send thoughts and prayers to all the schools that are still suffering from the devious licks. Okay, I do not want to talk about this one, not one bit. This is way too disturbing. But I'll just quickly explain what it is. Basically, you were to breathe in a glove, as it were, and then once it got stuck in the back of your nasal cavity, you would have to reach in and pull it from the back of your throat out of your mouth so that it would make a full trip. Make sure it doesn't get down to your epiglottis though, or else you will choke on it and then die. And yes, people have gotten it stuck inside of their nose before, so don't do this. Okay, who invented this one? How did they come up with a challenge to just eat laundry detergent?
The Tide Pod Challenge! All you gotta do is stick one of these little fuckers in your mouth, hit record, then post! Who the fuck comes up with this shit?
More intriguing though, why did so many people do it? Why did so many people partake in eating laundry detergent? Unfortunately, these questions will remain unanswered because this is the internet, but the closest answer we got was, they look like candy. Yeah, okay, great answer, but you know what else looks like candy? Pills! But I doubt there's gonna be a challenge anytime soon involving eating a bunch of pills. Okay, so as you might have guessed already, I definitely cannot show this one on YouTube, but basically, it's just people setting themselves on fire. Literally, like that's it. I guess the challenge is to put the fire out as fast as possible before you turn into ash or something.
These teens are trying to be near a water source to extinguish themselves, but that will not prevent injury.
I need to know who the person was who was just like, I know a good idea for a viral video. Let me just ignite myself on fire and then put it out as fast as I can. Obviously, it is a fire hazard to light yourself on fire. And yes, people's houses have been burnt down because of this. So don't even think about doing this. In conclusion, you never know what's gonna come next on the internet. You're never gonna know what the next trend is gonna be. It's extremely unpredictable, and that is not a good thing.